Hello YouTubers, Hammy Technoid here, and today my video is going to be about me recording something. What you see here is I've got a mini disc. Okay, remember the mini disc? Yeah, this is something that came out in the 90s, and Sony had them, and there was a couple other companies that used them, but these were supposed to be like a new compact disc, little small one, and then they were okay. You could record on them. This one has some stuff on it. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to play something on this mini disc and record it into my TASCAM SS-R100. So that is the gist of today's video. But I'm showing you this because I'm getting ready to put it in to the mini disc player right there, which is a Sony. Okay, so I'm going to turn it on, and there it says there's no disc. I got no disc in it. So as soon as I put in the disc, and watch this, I put in the disc just a little bit, and then it kind of sucks it in like that. Oh, it sucked. No, there it go. Oh, it sucked it in. Yeah, okay. So now it's reading the time code, and it's going to show how many songs it has on it. I think it's going to read the time code. Yeah, there it goes. Okay, it's the name of the disc says Hammy Disc. Okay, and I'm going to record song number 13. So the remote control is really quite a piece here, and it's got all the numbers up to 25. So if I wanted to play song number 13, all I have to do is press 13 on the remote, and it goes right to song number 13, which is called Banana Splits. And you'll see why. If you were a kid growing up in the 70s, you'll know why I called this song Banana Splits. But it's playing and you can't hear because it's not being recorded yet. So I'm going to pause it. Okay, and I'm going to back it up to the beginning of that one, and it says the title, and then it just goes into pause automatically. Okay, so let me get ready with the TASCAM SS-R100. Okay, another thing I wanted to show before we got into the recording on the TASCAM was the reason I'm celebrating the TASCAM today is because I recently updated the software. You know, the software that runs the machine, and you know, they recommend that you do that from time to time, and mine was such a big jump. The old software in it was version 1.02 or something like that, and this new version is like up to 1.32, so there was quite a bit of improvement going on in the background before I ever updated. And the thing I had to do, and the reason I'm showing you this thing here, this is a compact flash reader. Okay, and the only way that you can update your firmware, that's the word I was looking for, firmware, is to get a compact flash, and the unit does not come with one, and usually I don't have any around, so I had to purchase one specifically for this purpose. And to enable me to gain access to it, I needed a compact flash reader that went to USB. So that's what all this is. It's the USB cord going to a compact flash reader, and that is the little SanDisk, I think it is, there is the brand of the compact flash, and that is what I used to update the firmware on my SS-R100. So that being said, let's get on with the recording of the onto the TASCAM. Okay, well, what we're looking at here, we are looking at the TASCAM SS-R100, and I've got it, so, you know, we're going to get a better look at the display there, but I've got there's where the media goes in there, okay, and the long one is the compact flash, the smaller one is the SD card, and this one over here is for USB. Okay, and then the display I'm going to show better once we get it set up. But I wanted to show something here with the new firmware that it allows that you update to. It allows you to go into what's called the standby mode. So even without any media in it, you can monitor. Okay, the screen will say monitor. All right, and before that was not available. That was not an available feature before. You had to have media inside it and put it into the pause mode. But now, even without media, you can go into the monitor mode, and it just flashes, and you can set up your volume levels and all that. And that is a nice, considerate feature, considering you may not have the media with you at the time that you're setting up your volume levels. So we're going to stop that now. Okay, we're going to put it into pause mode. And I'm going to set it up with a USB card, and then we'll go through some buttons and then do the recording. Okay, so for now it just says no media. Okay, now we are looking at a close-up of the display on the SS-R100, and it says no media. I'm going to plug in the USB stick I've got, and you'll see it will change. Okay, so it's reading the media, and now there. Okay, now it's ready to go. It says it is a USB. Now, one of the things that you do when you first set this up is you select which media you're going to use. You can select a USB or SD card or compact flash, but I'm using USB, so that's what we're going to use. And I'm going to set it into pause, record, standby, and as you can see, it is set up for 48K MP3. And the MP3 sampling rate you can set by going into a menu here, and you set it in the record function there, and then you go over to input, select record format, you hit enter on there, and you hit the other enter there, and oops, it went back. So oh boy, okay, so then you hit MP3, and I want to do MP3. And then it shows you stereo mono. We got mono, sampling is 48, and bitrate is 320. So that's where we're going to be. That's where we want to stay. So we're going back there. And now I'm going to press play on the remote of my mini disc, which I showed you earlier. And we are going to start recording the song Banana Splits. Okay. Now you saw the levels there, but you didn't hear anything. That is because, I didn't hit the record button on the SS-R100. So let's go back to the beginning. Now I'm hitting recording. There. Okay, so the time is incrementing. Now we're going to get some sound. Okay, that is the recording there, and I'm going to stop it now. That's all we need to have that doing, okay? And stop at information rights. And that is pretty much it for recording onto the SS-R100. That was an analog input. That was not a straight digital to digital. That was an analog input. So, this is my finishing my demo now. I hope you liked it. You know, I've had a lot of response for the SS-R100. It's a very sweet machine. I like it. The one thing that is kind of a downside is that it only records up to 16-bit. It does not do 24-bit, but if 16-bit is okay with you, that's perfectly fine. It does fine for me in my simple jobs and my little demonstrations and so forth. So yeah, it is a very good machine, about half the price of a DA3000. And it's purely wonderful. I've had nothing but happiness with it. It is a good machine, a good sturdy machine. No moving parts. Solid state recorder. No moving parts to wear out. Okay? So this is Hammy Tech signing off, and I hope to see you next time. So for now, goodbye, and see you later.